Hi there, this is Skip versus Ernestine, brought to you by ZipRecruiter, and
I'm Ernestine.
you're Ernestine. Oh, you look very beautiful today. That's the last nice thing I will say today.
Must want something, need something, but.
And we start with this from YouTube. This is John period 9594 who says, Ernestine is the best.
Thank you.
She has become the star of the show.
Right.
She gets recognized everywhere we go. She is eating it up, getting a little full of herself, getting harder and harder to live with and deal with.
I'm now the diva, not Hazel.
She is the diva. And speaking of Hazel,
Hazel's
still not here again, still in the doghouse, back in the bedroom. But we did have an issue with Hazel this week.
Hazel had an
We don't have to dwell on it because it's not dwellable, because nothing happened. But we've had Hazel for 9 years.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, the other night, I'm lifting weights. She watches me lift weights.
Yes.
And when I finish, without fail, she's in her little doggy bed nearby, just watching me, counting my reps and my sets.
She's the rep counter. Yeah.
And she will jump up when she knows it's my last set because she's memorized my routine. And she'll come over and start wagging her tail like, we did it, we finished. And she's always very excited, and she wants me to pet her. And,
I know.
You know, okay. And it's always like a happy moment that she participates in. And I look over and I said, I just finished. What's wrong? She just sat in her bed looking at me, and I said, uh-oh.
Yeah, she was slumping.
And then she got up and she kind of teetered around with her tail between her legs, and we're like, what is wrong with her? She's never sick.
The night before, she kind of was pooping weird.
Okay, she was pooping weird.
That was an indication
so,
of.
Jewish mother here freaks out, of course, and.
I mean, Jewish mother freaks out. Well, if something is off, then you have to attend to it. You can't just say, put it on the side, it'll get better.
To my credit, I try to play golf on Thursdays, and I just said I'm out. Well, no, to my credit, I said.
To my credit.
Okay, but
to my credit,
you
I
said there's no way I can take her to the vet by myself.
No, to my credit, at 6 a.m. in the morning, I texted our friend Jimmy, and I said, "Hey, who is your vet again?"
A vet.
Well, I had a vet during COVID, and then he retired, and Hazel has not been sick, and she never goes anywhere. She's like a homebody. She's like in a bubble here. So I texted him and said, "Who's your vet?" And he gave me the girl's name, and I contacted her immediately.
I can't say girl,
she's also a
but
girl.
You can say that.
Well, I'm a girl and she's a girl.
Well, she's like a 45-year-old girl or whatever.
So what? I'm still a girl. It doesn't matter. A girl, a boy, man, woman, whatever.
Okay. So I helped.
And then I made the appointment.
We have to drive down to Marina Del Rey. We're in West LA, and it's not that easy. And
well, why would I go by myself? First of all, she'll jump all over my lap when I'm driving, and I don't even know where I'm going.
It's been years since she's been in a car, so that's a problem.
Yeah, she doesn't go in cars.
Literally years, right? It's been.
Yeah, she doesn't like to go in. She does like to go in a car, but she likes to go in the driver's seat and drive the car. She's like, "Oh no, Mr. Bill." She's just, "Oh no, Mr. Bill." And so she's driving, and then if I'm driving, she wants to drive in my seat and sit there. And then what she does is she wants to go over to Skip. And then when Skip's driving, she wants to go there, but then she wants to, so she's ping-ponging back and forth. Anyway, we took her to the vet.
We got her to the vet.
He made a sacrifice. He didn't play golf for the day.
Just for Hazel.
And well, she's also your dog.
The other thing is she's on the table with the vet. She is a terror of a biter. And I'm trying to explain to the vet, this is not going to be that simple.
Right.
She's got her assistant there, and I said, this is looking like a disaster.
Right.
But the most incredible thing, Hazel actually not only liked her, but sort of gave in.
She was so sick. She didn't feel well.
I think she was so sick, she just didn't feel like fighting.
I mean, she had really bad chills.
I stood with my hands like this just to make sure.
She had bad chills the night before where she was shaking, and she wouldn't eat, and she didn't want to be bothered, and she laid on the edge of the bed.
I'm pretty sure she just had a bug.
No, but then her back hurt her because she jumps off of,
I don't know.
We have a high bed, and what she does is she jumps on the thing at the foot of the bed, the whatever it is, it's a
like a footstool,
like
but
not
it's
footstool. It's
yeah,
I can't think of the right name. You put blankets inside
Yes.
of it. A chest. It's a chest.
Okay.
She jumps up
But-
on the chest
but
and then
then-
onto the bed, but then
no.
instead of going down, she just dives off of it, so she
It's
lands
too
really
far.
hard on the floor.
And it's concrete,
And
you
I
know.
think, well, we have rugs.
I know, but there's concrete
Yeah.
underneath it. It's not going to give.
And I think her back went out. So she was, every time you went to pick her up and you touched her by her back, she'd be like, ow. So we had two things going on and whatever. And then we walked out with 3 medicines and Hazel was okay. She was kind of limp. But that night, and new dog food. And we got home and we gave her the dog food and she ate it really fast. And then the next day, she kind of popped back to being Hazel.
Within 24 hours, she
Yeah.
was back full speed, but we did have her blood taken
Yeah.
and tested, and of course the vet calls back with all kinds of issues. It could be this, it could be that, it could be, and she's got this, she's got protein in her blood or
She's
whatever.
got crystals in her urine.
Yeah,
And
okay.
is she eating grapes or raisins?
No. So
I don't know.
we finally
But then we just said
let
we'll
it
have to
go
do it in 2
because,
more weeks.
and we stopped the medications because
No, well, one was
she's
to make her
fine.
drowsy. I don't want to knock her out.
I don't either.
And the other one was an anti-inflammatory, and the other one was for pooping and whatever. She's running around being her diva
So
self.
it was hard on me because I don't know. I could be gone before she's gone. You could be
not
gone before
would.
she's
I mean,
gone.
the whole world could
I'm-
blow
I'm
up
just
in 1
saying,
minute.
but-
We all
but-
could be
But
gone.
the odds are, as usual, that dogs don't live long enough, and in many cases, humans live too long. Right? It's just that's
know. It depends
the
on the
God's
human,
truth.
but-
But it's the God's truth. That's what happens in this
Right, but
world.
a lot of dogs live to 21, 22. We've had dogs in the
Okay.
complex that they're 22 years old. One was walking around with a little diaper on her.
Yeah.
But Hazel's 9 and she's in good health.
We think.
We think.
She said the vet
According
said
to
she's
the
a
vet.
pound heavy.
According to the vet, she's not in good health. But
I don't know.
I don't know. I would hate to see what maybe the vet would say about me.
I know, but what we
I
found
mean,
in LA.
Hazel felt like saying, hey, I'm still okay. Why are you listening to
But
her?
in LA versus New York, a lot of these doctors and dentists out here, they just try to get you on this gravy train where, oh, you need to see him, to see her, to see him,
Yeah,
and
it's
you
a
got
lot
to,
of-
and they're all, the dentists are, we went through a
Oh, I
whole
went
series
through
of
that
dentists
whole
where they're
thing.
like, you
Let's need a treatment
this, and
plan
you need that.
immediately.
Yeah, let's get you on a
Treatment plan, let's go.
But I don't have anything wrong with me. My teeth are fine.
Please. The
Yes,
one,
but-
remember the one that we went to for you? I mean, I went to her also, and you have perfect teeth, like you have the best teeth in the world, not one cavity, whatever. And then she looked at you, she said, you're someone that we would like to throw down the steps.
Oh,
Remember
she
that?
did. She did. Said you're too good. We'd
Yeah,
like
she
to
said,
throw
"We'd
you
like to
down the
throw you down
steps
the
and
steps."
bust up your teeth.
I'll be coming back to you never.
And then we went to another guy who takes one look at me and calls in his assistant, and it has this woman, so she's listening to,
Yeah.
sort of
The
to make sure
diagnosis,
the
yeah.
conversation goes correctly, so
Oh,
she can
yeah.
be the witness,
Oh, yeah.
to validate
Yeah.
it. And he's giving me this speech about you need to cap all your teeth.
Oh, yeah. That was, that one with the one. Yes,
you
I
need to
remember
cap
that
all your
one.
teeth.
Oh,
And
my God.
I'm like, that was that's 8 years ago.
Yeah, that was one of the
and
first.
I still have my teeth.
No, you have perfect teeth.
Well, I
so.
don't know, but they get
You
worn
are. You've
down,
got
whatever.
great teeth. I don't have great
But the
teeth.
point
but you
is,
do.
I got depressed for a couple of nights about Hazel because I had to face her mortality because I start thinking, well, maybe she does have something wrong with her.
Well, I think that too. I
Maybe
don't
she's
know.
a ticking time bomb.
I don't know. We're
and-
not bringing her back to
and
that
then-
vet right now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
You know-
think if she had all these major things wrong inside of her body, she's got kidney problems, liver problems, urine problems, blah, 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 she wouldn't be as healthy as she is.
And is high-spirited.
I don't know.
She's a ball of fire. I don't know. You just got to take her day by day and say, okay, we got her today, and it's great. And
Well, she's back to being normal.
I know
She's
she
eating
is,
all her
but-
food. She's running around. She's peeing and she's pooping. So what else is there to her?
so for me, as you know, given my background, I've never been able to trust anything or anybody because it always went away.
Right, you've got
people
issues,
couldn't.
yeah.
No one could be trusted
Right.
in my life.
Right.
And even through what I chose to do. Newspapers, radio, television.
Right.
You can't trust anybody. It's the biggest bunch of vipers. It's a viper pit.
Right.
And then, especially if you come to
Here,
Hollywood, it's
you don't
the
want to
ultimate
trust
viper
anybody.
pit. Okay?
Everybody is ruthless.
And so all of a sudden, I'm thinking, can I trust Hazel? Because I love Hazel.
What do you mean trust her?
Trust her longevity, her mortality, or
I don't know. Forever? I don't know.
no, not forever. But I'm starting to think, God, what if I lost her next week or something? And it's
forbid.
devastating. Well, it's just, I don't know. I started thinking about it because we've had her for 9 years, and I haven't thought one moment about losing her. I never thought about losing her.
I've thought
and
about
by the way,
killing her at some time.
Well, I know, that's a
when
fact.
she goes to bite me.
And I've thought she's going to be killed when she attacks much bigger dogs.
Right,
But the vet even said, oh, again, the vet gave her a backdoor compliment, said, how old is she? She's 9. She said, oh, I thought she was a puppy. But then she said,
oh, she's a senior.
She's a senior dog. She's a senior
Hazel's
dog.
not
and
a
I had to
senior.
think,
She says,
oh,
I get a
she's
puppy
senior.
cut. I'm not a senior.
She doesn't look like
She
a senior.
says, I'm not going in for senior discounts anytime soon.
By the way, from Facebook, Christian Alexander says, you two should have done this show years ago. Amazing.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I guess I thought you would take it as an age shot or something, like you should have done it while you were still able.
No,
right?
I think he meant you should have done
I
it
know.
long ago.
I thought you'd take it as
No, I'm not taking that one as an age thing. I take a lot of things as an age thing, but not that one.
Okay, so Jordon Hudson, one of your favorite people on earth, wore the same outfit she did for Halloween
For the CBS morning
that she
show.
wore for the infamous
interview.
Belichick interview
Yeah.
on the CBS, what was it, morning?
CBS Sunday.
CBS Sunday,
Sunday
yeah,
morning,
CBS
yeah.
Sunday.
That's ridiculous. I mean, why do you want to keep dredging up this?
I thought it was shrewd because you get another big pop of publicity.
guess.
We're talking about it because she did that. This is all for publicity to translate into recruiting, into the what they
No,
call
but
the
that's not why
transfer
she's not
portal.
doing it for recruiting. She's doing
I
it
think she's doing it for recruiting.
attention.
Well,
to-
for her, but it's
course.
a double-edged sword because it helps him with his notoriety. That's a negative word, but
think so.
their team has not been very good. So
No, I just think that she wants to relive that moment because it got so much attention. So here it is again. I'll wear it again. So people will say, "Oh, she's wearing that." What we're saying about her right now.
she won.
Well, enough of her. I've had enough of her. I gave her
Okay.
1 minute.
And by the way, Julia Fox, who I'm not as familiar with as you
Yes.
are, wore a Jackie Kennedy dress, blood
That
splattered.
was terrible.
And I'm like,
I'm sorry.
how
And she gave
can
the
you?
reason because she wanted to draw attention that
to
how
bad it
terrible it
was?
was, but
Okay. No.
I can't stomach that one. I'm sorry.
It's just terrible.
It's really not good.
No, it's just such a bad
I
look.
don't think we all want to remember that.
especially because we lived. Wait, did you? Live
I
through it?
didn't, no.
Oh, you didn't. I did. I lived through it. Like I know the day I was in 5th grade, and what happened at 2:00 in the afternoon in my classroom was we all got
Right,
sent home.
The world got, yeah.
The world stopped.
I mean, that's just so horrible. I wouldn't do that.
This is Paula from Sunrise, Florida. A long ways
That's
from here.
nice.
Being the lovers of only murders that you both are, as in only murders in the building, I have a question. Was that the worst season finale for any show ever? It was just awful. Boom. Yes. Thank you.
It was.
Go.
I was talking.
Even
to
you.
I was talking to my friend Richard today about that, and Richard is the biggest Murders fan, and me
Yep.
too. And I said, "How crazy is that? As bad as it is, and it was the last. It was not good. The last season was not as good as all the others. The first and second and third season. Third season was iffy, but it was still good. But it was bad. But I will still watch it. And Richard said he will still watch it too. And I think people will still watch it even though it got bad. But it got really off. We couldn't even figure out the end.
I don't know what happened.
It went off the rails somehow. It
became
really.
unwatchably campy for me. How many times did I tell you while we were watching it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can take this
No,
anymore.
I know, and then
because
it
it's
kind of puts a
insulting to
dampen
my
on-
intelligence.
No, but then I would still watch it knowing that you don't like it, and I said, well, you don't have to watch it. And you said, well, I'll watch it knowing that you don't like it. It takes the fun out of it, even though I knew it was going downhill. But I just love Steve Martin, and I love Martin Short.
I could just see Steve Martin and Martin Short and what's her name? Selena. I could just see them taping this, recording this, and breaking up in laughter. Like, are we really doing this? Are we really saying these lines about this? Because it's just
it got bad. It went out of the.
It's comical for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Where I'm laughing at them for thinking, trying to sell it as funny, campy.
No, it was no good.
Like weirdly crazy.
I don't know where it went, but now I
don't
read.
know.
I will still watch it, but now they're going to go to London, so that takes the fun out of that. It was murders in the building in New York City, and now they're in London. So that's just.
You sure they're going to do it in London?
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, because
remember
the
Tina
Fey at the
I know,
end,
but
she was
she's
British.
from London.
Yeah, so now they're going to
But
go over and
she's
investigate it.
murdered.
Right.
And she falls across the
In front of the
doorstep, so to speak,
of the building of the Ansonia.
Ansonia, is that what
Yeah.
it is? Ansonia.
So that will take them to London.
Listen,
Kind of takes the show out of New York.
the most annoying actor on any screen is Martin Short to me,
Oh, I love
especially in
Martin
this
Short.
role.
No,
I
I
want
love
to
him.
reach out and strangle him
No,
and tell him to shut
Because
up.
I know people like that. He's
I know
very
he's supposed to overact, but he overacts and just rubs me raw.
No, I don't mind
I can't
him.
watch it anymore.
I just don't like the way.
I don't know. I might let
think-
you watch next year by yourself.
Yeah, you should watch. Yeah, you shouldn't watch it.
Only
the characters
murders-
have changed.
Yeah.
She changed completely.
Yeah, but
Selena
for
Gomez
me,
changed.
this is just me. She looked way sexier than she used to look.
Well,
but
because
you don't
she's
like the
now-
character change
yeah,
because
but-
she's matronly
Well,
or whatever
back
you
in the
think.
day when it first started, she was more
she
downtown,
grew up.
cool.
Yeah, I know.
You know, she's a downtown
Earphones,
club
yeah,
kid,
yeah.
and now she's the sophisticated podcaster.
But I thought she looked very pretty.
She looks beautiful.
Yeah.
She looks beautiful, but
That was the only
takes- it
saving grace
changes
for me.
And I love Steve Martin. He can do no wrong. I'm sorry.
Martin Short,
And I love Martin
strangling.
Show. We saw him in the one-man show. He was so good.
that finale should have been murdered. Somebody should have murdered the finale. That murder in the building.
I agree.
Okay, speaking of bad, there's also great bad, or at least very good bad, and into that category for me, at least, is falling two shows that we're watching at once. Tulsa King, which we've
Yeah,
been
we
watching from
love.
the start, but it's silly great because
Well, yes.
it's every caricature, mafia caricature,
Yes.
and the plots. Things happen where I'm like, I don't even know what that means or why
well,
that
you know,
happened.
I watched our friend Michael Rappaport
Yeah,
was on Bill Maher's
Bill Maher,
Club Random, and
Yep.
they were talking about Tulsa King, and both of them watch it, and Michael said it's just so campy.
It is.
It's just stereotypical, campy,
all time.
but it's good.
stereotype.
It's
It's
as campy as it
caricature,
is.
yeah.
It's good. He
Because
brings
of
it
him,
to life.
because he just brings it alive. He takes over every scene,
is.
and you buy him
Yeah.
as that guy.
Yeah,
And
it's good.
so all the implausible plot twists, you just kind of shrug and go to the
Yeah.
next scene because the next scene will be highly entertaining.
And Frank Grillo is in it, and
He's
I just love
like
Frank Grillo.
Classic.
Yeah, he
You
is
think
so
he could
good.
play Bond? I
I
think
think
he's
he
a little too
could.
rough-edged for
No,
that.
I
but-
think he could carry it. He is great, but it's crazy, but we like it.
Which brings me to The Last Frontier. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Last
I
Frontier.
think it's The
And
Last
we're up to
Frontier.
whatever episode we're
Yeah.
up to. It's one at a time. And
With Jason Clarke.
yeah, you want to talk about implausible plot twists where the villain fell off a cliff several hundred feet down
Yeah.
into a ravine
Yeah.
and walked away unscathed.
Yeah, even
Unscathed.
I am
Yeah,
saying
listen,
this is not.
it would break every bone in your body.
Well, you'd be dead.
You would be concussed. Your skull would probably be split open.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
You would almost certainly be dead, but for a fact, you would be incapacitated when you hit.
He's not. He's fine.
He's fine, and
He's hiding
the
out.
search party for him, he infiltrates it because he's just fine.
Right.
How did he do that? I don't know. I don't know, but we don't care.
We don't care 'cause
because
we
it's
like it.
great. And that woman
Yeah.
whose name escapes me.
Yeah, she's really
She
good.
is
I can't
really
think who
good.
She,
She is very
she's
sexy.
Very good. Oh yeah, she is.
She's
it's
just like-
really and
She's got one of those faces that you can't say is beautiful. It's kind of pretty odd.
Yeah, she's got a
Odd pretty.
sexiness. And then Dominic Cooper,
Yeah.
who's so good,
Is the villain.
is in it.
And Jason Clarke, you just
great.
you just believe him.
Yeah,
you
it's
believe
good.
he's the
plane crash
sheriff.
in Alaska with convicts. It's
Yeah.
just really
Convicts
good.
on the loose
And they're all
in
going
rural
after
Alaska,
them.
right?
Yeah,
and,
in rural Alaska.
And they're just terrorizing
It's just so good.
the countryside. Yeah, and yet we talk about after the episode the other night. I said, no, wait a second. You know, it's the one where the female cop walks in and it's some cabin that she owns.
Yes.
She walks in and to the convicts, one for sure, they've infiltrated, they've broken in,
Right.
and they're cooking breakfast. So she sees breakfast on the table and she's like,
No, the
somebody's
pot
here.
is on the stove
Yeah,
cooking
but
of like soup or
Super,
something.
well, I don't know what they're
Yeah.
cooking, but she's packing. The first thing she would do is pull her gun.
Right.
Instead, around the corner comes one of the convicts with a shotgun and gets the drop on her. And I'm like, she's a cop. We didn't
Right,
know that
right.
at that time.
No.
But she just,
She was more interested in seeing what they were making.
you'd reach for your pistol.
She's like looking,
And
what are
she's
they
looking
making?
around like, who's here? Maybe you should pull your
No,
gun.
she said on the phone, I think somebody is
I think
here.
somebody should call somebody. So I think somebody's here.
Yeah, I think I
Who's
would
been
advise
sleeping in
take
my
the-
bed?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, and
But
then it
it's
goes
worth
off the
watching.
rails, but it's great.
It's so
and,
good.
And it's another one. It's great bad, you know,
Yeah.
where they must write these things in 2 nights because they just have to churn out.
Yeah. But then
Content.
we did watch another good one
Yeah.
with Ruth Wilson.
Oh
The
yeah.
cemetery, the Down Cemetery Road.
Down
with-
Cemetery Road. Yeah,
so
we're
good.
just barely into
I
it.
talked to
but
Richard about that too.
I
'cause
forgot
he
we
gave,
watched that.
we watched the 3 episodes. He said I think it drops on Wednesday with what's her name, Kenneth Branagh, Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
And it is
It's another one where
first and second's a little slow. The
but
third
the
episode,
plot is hazy
Right,
at
but
best. Like, why is this happening
Yeah.
exactly? What are
Now
they doing?
It's getting
But
really good.
this is for me. If you know Ruth Wilson, you know what I'm talking about.
She's so good.
But if you've got Ruth Wilson and Emma Thompson, I don't care what the
Yeah,
plot is.
right.
I don't care what the storyline
Yeah.
is. I'll just watch them
Yes.
act and play
Yeah.
off each other.
So good.
And Emma Thompson is playing completely out of character
Yeah.
from any period piece
Yeah,
you've ever seen.
Exactly.
You know, like
And Ruth Wilson was
Pride
in
and
that.
Prejudice or whatever.
She was in that series with Idris Elba, Luther, where he
Luther.
played the detective, and
And
she
she
was
was-
the nut. She
she
played
was
such a
evil.
good nut. You really thought she was
She was
crazy.
creepy great.
I think she's so beautiful.
Do you? I
Oh
don't.
yeah, she's so pretty.
Okay. This is Marshall from Toluca Lake, California, out by us. One of the big entertainment stories of the week was that Taylor Sheridan left Paramount for Universal. This feels like the entertainment version of sports free agency. Why do you
that's
think this
true.
has now become such a big thing, Ernestine?
I think, but his contract is up for doing new shows because David Ellison has now taken over CBS / Paramount. Okay, and he is changing everything.
Everything.
He has hired somebody to change everything, and he's changing everything. So now Taylor Sheridan is going to take his goods somewhere else.
Yeah.
They will still keep all those other shows, Linus, not Yellowstone, but I guess whatever else is left part of Yellowstone. Tulsa King. Keep them on Paramount Plus, but anything going forward past March 2026, he's got new digs.
Yeah. 1823?
Yeah.
1923?
1823 or 1920?
Both.
Yeah.
Look, here's the point to your question. Taylor Sheridan is a content force. I don't know how he does it. He's an assembly line of extremely entertaining television. That's what he puts out.
Landman.
Landman, I forgot about our guy Billy Bob. Yeah, where he just churns out. I'm not going to say great, although I thought those two, 18 and 19, I can't remember what the years were.
1923 and 1889. wasn't
No,
it?
that wasn't 1889.
Whatever. They were old.
Yeah, but those were big time. That was
And
movie
Yellowstone
making.
was
yeah,
good
but
when
that's
it first came out.
still a little.
Soap opera.
It's a little soap opera. It's kind of Dallasy.
Linus is good.
Linus is very
really
good. These are all highly entertaining.
Then after a while, they all have the same
Yeah.
formula. There's always a place that everybody hangs
and they have a lot of the
in.
same actors.
They do.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Okay,
I
but,
read.
But the point is, he's the most valuable person in TV /
he's
movies
become-
right now because his stuff plays.
You know,
it works.
at a time way back when Aaron Spelling was king
That's
of
true.
all of
Is that
90210, Charlie's Angel. I mean, he was the king of all of
that's
those
true.
shows. Aaron Spelling ruled. He's kind of like the new Aaron Spelling for his
Okay.
time.
And then you got all those big bangs and all that.
Yes,
Right.
Chuck Lorre.
Chuck Lorre, that works. But he was a force in
Yeah,
comedy,
yeah.
sit comedy.
Yeah,
Okay, so
2.5
get it.
Men, Charlie Sheen.
Oh God, yeah. This is this is something you want to talk about because I've never watched it, but it's Ridiculousness
Yeah.
is canceled.
That got canceled. Yeah,
I didn't know
that
what
is
it was
very
in the first
interesting,
place,
and
but it started August 29th, 2011, and how do we pronounce Rob?
Dyrdek.
Dyrdek.
Yep. And
Speaking of a force,
he
he's
became
made
a
like
billionaire.
a billionaire
He
off
became
this.
a billionaire, and it's completely insane. He was.
Is it
what-
MTV?
Yeah, it's MTV. It was one of the last TV shows that MTV,
God.
their success,
Yep.
because at one time MTV was only music videos, and then it started getting into moving away from just videos into
Yeah.
TV shows.
Yep.
And this was one of the main shows that has lasted
Yep.
14. How many seasons? It's
Well, 2011 is 14, yeah.
something, or
Yeah.
no, it's even longer than that. I'm blanking out on how many seasons it is.
Well, it started
46 seasons. It's 46
Well,
seasons.
what are you talking about?
Ridiculousness.
I thought the first one was in 2011.
No, it's
I wrote that
46
down.
seasons.
Well, what
It's
was 2011? It's not 46
Yes,
seasons.
it is. Tyler? 46. It's 46.
46 seasons?
Yes, it's the longest running show on MTV.
Well, but it wasn't with Rob
Yes,
Dyrdek.
it was. Yes, it
Well,
was.
he's not 70 years old.
No, it's 46 seasons, but it's not 46 years.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Tyler?
Oh, 40. Multiple seasons
Yes.
per year.
Yes, seasons.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
So he's made over $1 billion, and the funniest thing was when I saw him in an interview,
Yeah.
and I sent it to you. The way that he got his money, which was because, and it was typical because Charlie Sheen had said it when we watched that documentary.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do 2.5 Men anymore, and
Yeah.
Rob did not want to do Ridiculousness anymore, and he just kept saying, "Just give me more money, give me more money."
Make it impossible
Make it
for
impossible.
me to walk
And
away.
they finally,
And they
Rob
did.
said, "That money, okay, I'll do it." And now they have finally pulled the plug on it. It's over.
Mm.
And he has become a billionaire off of a show that is just basically clips of
Pranks? Or,
Pranks.
Yeah.
That's the craziness of it
Okay,
all.
there's an audience.
He got $21,000 per episode. That was what it
That
broke
seems
down
low. Really?
Well,
Okay.
to. I don't know if you're making all of those episodes.
You sure? No, it'd
Yes.
have to be more than 21,000. It'd have to be
Tyler,
200 and something.
21,000 per episode is what I read, but
Really?
actually,
Whatever.
anyway, in the end,
Okay, but I saw a New York Times survey that said most of its audience comes from rural Alaska and New Mexico and like Wyoming or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Okay.
So you have to.
All right.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's an
he
audience.
said in the interview that I watched with him, he said that at any time of any day, no matter when it's on, there are people watching it. It's just a constant.
I understand.
Constant.
Well, it's TikTok-y. It's just
I guess.
stunt,
But my
stunt,
sister
stunt.
knew Rob when he was on the show that he did, Rob and Big, and my
Okay.
mother watched it too. The two guys together.
Jackassy, like
Kind of, yeah. And
Okay.
the Big was a big guy, and he was Rob, and so they had that going at the same time. But at one time, MTV had a lot of shows after the videos.
Okay.
And so this would be the end.
Well-
And in the interview, he said that he told MTV he did not want to be one of the VJs that lasted so long on MTV. He did not
Like
want to end up being, not
Kurt
Kurt
Loder?
Loder, but it was like a Kurt Loder, and now I'm blanking out who
Okay.
it was. And that's why he wanted to walk away, and they just did not want him to leave. So now they
Hey.
pulled the plug, and he's made a lot of money.
Dumb and Dumber was a big hit,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
It was.
There's an audience.
There is.
Okay. Allegedly, reportedly, there's another Beatles biopic.
Oh,
The Beatles, a 4-film event from Sam
I
Mendes,
can't take it, which I
who's
do
highly
have respect for
respected,
Sam Mendes.
right?
Yes.
He was with Kate
He
Winslet.
was with Kate Winslet,
Okay.
yeah.
And each of the 4 films, it's like a Kevin Costner-esque 4-film
Yep.
event, like Horizon was supposed to be and didn't get home, but
But we did like it.
we did like those first 2.
Yeah.
But so each of the films is going to be based on sort of the
On the
private
women.
life, the women in the
women
life
with-
of each
right.
Beatles,
So it'd be
right?
Linda Eastman, Yoko, Maureen Starkey,
Yep.
and Julian Lennon's mom. No, I
Oh
can't.
yeah, I know. I can see her. but
Cynthia
I'm-
Lennon.
Yeah, Cynthia. Okay.
I don't know. I've had a little bit of. I'm up to my nose with the Beatles. I mean, Peter Jackson's was amazing. We loved that.
We did.
You can't beat that, and there are a bunch of others, but
I will watch.
well, I guess I will too.
I'll watch because of Sam Mendes.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see
Right.
if it's anything.
You know it'll
different.
be high quality.
Okay.
And you know he wouldn't involve himself unless it were different,
No. Okay.
with a different
Take
entry
on it.
point and
Yeah.
point of view from the female perspective.
Well, look at Ron Howard's that he did on the Beatles,
was
the 8
good.
days
I
a week.
watched
That
it.
was
It was
great.
fun,
There was
yeah.
footage in that was incredible.
That might be my all-time favorite Beatles song is 8 Days a Week, only because of what it meant to me in my
Yeah.
life,
Oh,
but
yeah.
whatever.
It's not my favorite
No, I
Beatles
know,
song,
it's
but
pretty poppy,
good one.
but it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's catchy. And no one had, to that moment, ever done a song in which the intro was the outro. It faded into the song. It goes.
I can hear it in my head,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So no one had ever done that.
No.
So you got to. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, we talked numerous times on this show. They are all time great. They are one of one band.
you
They
can't-
are unique.
That's
They didn't make one bad song.
No.
Their catalog is
endless.
flawless, and it over a short time it's endless.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because they didn't stay together
They were
that
only
long.
together how long? I mean, for actual.
Like a decade, like
Yeah,
10 years
yeah.
total, right? From
Yeah.
like 60 to 70, right?
Yeah.
They're playing the Cavern. They're playing Hamburg.
Yeah, but the actual once Ed Sullivan show.
Once they're
was
only 7 years.
7 years, you
Yeah.
know. So
They were a tight band by the time they hit.
there will
Sullivan.
never be another
They're
Beatles.
just, but it's just hard. The harmonies and the creativity.
Lennon, McCartney,
It's
and George,
It's
who
a
I
genius
loved,
combination.
Ringo.
And I don't care what you say. Lennon and McCartney were never quite the same without each other. They just
No.
weren't. Okay. As much as you like Wings, I don't. I don't
I
like
do like them, and I like.
And
yeah.
I didn't like much of any of John's solo, and you did. I just didn't
did.
like it.
Well,
It got a little too weird.
but
Maybe it
I
was the
did
Yoko
like him.
influence.
Imagine, I think it was a great album.
Yeah. I didn't like that song, but that's just me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Saoirse Ronan is
Saoirse
she?
Ronan is in it. She's playing Linda McCartney.
Okay, so so he's
Linda
got.
Eastman.
This is going to be real big.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see Yoko, how she's
right.
portrayed.
And Patty Boyd was with George.
Yoko broke up the Beatles. That's the cliche
That's
sort
what
of.
they think,
That's
yeah.
what they say. We'll see if that goes. And by the way, speaking of too much apple pie chocolate cake,
Yeah.
Bewitched is supposed to be coming
Oh,
back
please,
again.
I have an issue with this.
One of my all-time favorite
I have
sitcoms
an
from the
issue.
60s. They just keep remaking it
No.
and remaking
It's
it.
like
and
let it be. No,
Oh,
no pun
that was
intended,
good.
but please just let it be. And I cannot believe this because I printed it out. I was so mad today. Fox is developing a reboot of Bewitched. It's going to come from Judalina Niera, who did Daisy Jones and the Six and The Boys.
yeah, we
and
never
I've
watched
had
that.
enough.
I would.
I do not. I just can't take it anymore. And then I looked up. They have done at least. There's been so many television remakes. They did the movie that it was one of the worst box office flops. Nicole
With Will
Kidman
Ferrell.
and Will Ferrell. That was a bomb. And then they did television remakes from Argentina, Japan, India, Russia, and the UK. And then they tried to do the daughter, Tabitha. They tried to do a series with Tabitha as a teenager. It never got off the ground. Then Kenya Barris, who did Blackish and Mixish, he tried to do it. That never got off the ground. So it's like 5 or 7 never got off the ground, and a movie that flops, why? Why go back again? And why do these studios green light them to do it? That's what I don't understand.
Such a great show.
No, but you
and
can't
it was such
go back.
a big hit.
You cannot
and
get.
for those who don't know the
You
concept,
cannot get Elizabeth Montgomery.
Okay, the concept is he's married to a witch.
He's a normal guy married to a witch, but
she's a good witch.
Right, but I hate to say this since I am a big TCM old movie lover. It was done before with Veronica Lake and Robert Montgomery, who is Elizabeth Montgomery's dad. She played it's called I Married a Witch, and it was a 1940-something movie that was great, black and white. Okay. That's where that came from.
The problem is there was only one Elizabeth Montgomery. She took it over, twitching
and
her
even
nose.
though they swapped Darrens, they had to swap Darren because the original Darren, Dick Sargent, and then there was Dick York. But we accepted both Dicks because they were great,
so to speak.
Yes, both of them, and it's in reruns now. And I'm sure everybody has seen Bewitched at some point in their life.
It could have been any Tom, Dick, or Harry, and it wouldn't have mattered.
No.
Who the husband was.
No, but he played off, they were good together. And then there was Endora and her mom, and it
all
just
the quirky, crazy
everybody
characters
loved
in her life. Yeah. Dr. Bombay.
Oh my God, Dr. Bombay.
It was funny, and they didn't miss.
It was
great. Paul Lynde was great.
And I've read a bunch of interviews with I can't remember her name in real life, who played the daughter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tabitha, and she said that Elizabeth was the best to work with.
So I've mentioned this to you, but the greatest moment of my career was I was out here working for the LA Times soon after college, back in the 1970s, and I was assigned to spend a week with OJ Simpson, of all people, the actor who was doing a TV movie.
Police Two Detectives.
Two buddy cops, except one was male black and the other was female white. This is revolutionary for that time.
That was amazing.
Right? It was like 76. You look it up. It's called A Killing Affair, which was chilling as predictive of what might
was
come, because
right,
she looked something like
Nicole.
You know who.
Yeah.
And yet I got to interview Elizabeth Montgomery for the story, which wasn't about her. And she kind of submitted to it. She was in her trailer, and so the PR guy goes and knocks on the door and says, "Would you talk to this kid from the LA Times?"
Right.
I'll do it for 10 minutes. And she was kind of demure, not too outgoing, but I was in awe of her. At that point, she was having a hard time in her life because she'd gone through all kinds of
divorces,
big divorce, and she wound up getting cancer. Is that how she died?
Yeah.
I think it was
Young.
soon after
She was
this.
only in her 60s.
Okay. But I was in awe of her, and I've talked to OJ Simpson, all the biggest athletes, name somebody, big coaches. Nobody bothers me. I've worked with 1,000 different ex-star athletes. I don't think twice about it, but I thought 100 times about her, because I was kind of just stammering through my questions about OJ. And the word on the set was, of course, that she and OJ were having something, which wouldn't have surprised me, especially given the 1970s.
Well, he was a star, and
he was
a
also
super athlete and good-looking
and
guy.
He was good-looking.
And a body. He had a great body.
He did, and he was still playing football at this point.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and they called him One Take Simpson. That was his nickname, because he would just nail every take, whatever, and he was dedicated, prepared, a great football player, and a pretty good actor, although his biggest claim to fame became the comamic roles that he played in Naked Gun.
Naked Gun, but he was good in that too. He was good in all those commercials.
He was good as Nordberg.
Yeah,
Nordberg?
yeah.
It's a weird name.
He was in the Hertz commercials or the Avis?
Oh, Hertz.
Hertz.
Run, OJ, run.
Yeah. It was,
an old lady would say, "Run, OJ, run."
So crazy how life
he
takes
dominated. He was it in America of charismatic athletes. You know, Q factor. It was just, oh God. And by the way, this is Tony from St. George, Utah. I read that they're about to release The Shining on IMAX.
Wow.
How much would you need to be paid to go? I think that's a sarcastic question from Tony. How much
gotta
would
tell
you need to be paid
I love
to
that
go?
movie. That movie it stayed with me, but I don't think I could watch it again, especially on a big screen, because it really stayed.
Speaking of chilling.
When he says, "Come here, Wendy, I want to bash your skull in," and then the two
Here's
little girls,
Johnny? Do
red
you remember
rum. Yeah,
Here's
here's Johnny, and he was just deranged. And Scatman Crothers, the house, he was the groundskeeper, and then he
had a bad end.
Oh God, I couldn't, and I love Jack. I love Jack, and I loved Shelley Duvall. She was great. Shelley Duvall, yeah, and she just recently died.
After
Sadly.
she had a long bad end to her life,
Yeah,
she sort of
but
dropped
she was great
out.
in Popeye, and she was
was.
just so good in. She was good in Annie Hall.
Well, she was great, and this is the damsel in distress, because
Oh, she played it so great. But she said that I read an interview with her that it was very hard to make that film. It was very scary for her, and Jack became really
became that guy.
engrossed in that character.
remember he was typing a novel, and he typed the same
Oh, he
sentence.
saying the sentence over and over. Oh, so
But then
I could
he's,
not watch
he's
it.
flipping, and he's mentally
Yeah,
deranged,
he's got-
but he's going back in time, and he's going in the bar of the hotel,
the
which
20s.
is snowed in, and he's gone back in
Yes.
time, and it's like the resort
There were a lot
is,
of murders in that
and
place.
has taken over his mind.
And those two little girls, red rum. Oh
red
my
rum.
God. Some people dress up as those girls for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Halloween,
Yeah.
we were trying to decide because it's Friday night. What are we going to watch? And I thought, okay, in honor, I'm not a big Halloween
Yeah.
guy, as I've said on some of my videos, but I thought, okay, in honor of Halloween, is there any quote unquote, just marginally scary
Yeah.
movie we could watch just for the flavor of the night?
Yeah.
And I'm flipping around on all of our channels on this TV right here,
Yeah.
and The Shining popped up, and I thought,
God.
is there any way?
Oh.
And I saw it once in the theater,
Yeah.
whatever year it came out.
Yeah.
I know which theater and with whom.
Yeah.
As you know, I can remember
I
every
even
single
know.
movie.
I know. I don't even go there.
You don't-
Yes, I
you
know.
don't go there.
Uh-huh.
But once was enough, where I don't need to absorb that again.
No.
And it is
It's
a
a
little
classic,
too creepy.
It is very upsetting.
Wait, is that Kubrick? No.
Yeah.
Is it Kubrick?
I think it is.
Yes,
It is,
Kubrick.
yeah.
Yes,
Plus,
Kubrick.
I mean, it's right up there with Rosemary's
Yeah.
Baby, Psycho.
Don't
there
bring
are
up
movies
Psycho.
that
Yeah.
I could not watch Rosemary's Baby again. That is really.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it the first
Yeah.
time. That's too devil evil for
But
me.
I did watch a really good interview. I kept it for you. I don't know. With
Keeps
Benicio
dozens
del
of interviews, as if
Del Toro.
I'm just
Benicio
retired.
del Toro, who just
Yeah.
did the new Frankenstein. No, Guillermo del
Guillermo del Toro.
Toro.
Yes,
Tyler, did you see it yet?
It comes out Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday.
At first, I didn't want to see it, but I have to tell you, it looks incredible.
Tyler's like this disembodied
Tyler
voice
is
back here.
like Carlton, like Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
But it looks incredible, and he said that he has spent his entire life waiting to do this movie. That he has a room in his house that's
Okay,
just set
so-
up as Frankenstein.
This is why people do PR for movies. This is why they try to sell the
No,
movie.
this was an
through
interview with
interviews.
him.
I know. What I'm saying is, when you first told me about
Yeah.
this, you said there was no way I'm going to go
and
see
my
that.
friend Tom, it's funny, my friend Tom in New York texted me the clip, and I wrote him back and I said, please, not another Frankenstein. I've seen every single one of them. And now I feel bad, so I have to tell Tom I will see it, because he was saying this
She
is
saw
going to be
one
incredible.
interview and it turned you completely
I didn't even see an
around.
interview. He just sent me the little clip that said there's going to be another Frankenstein. I thought,
No, I know that,
oh,
but
no.
then didn't you watch the interview?
I watched
with
the
him?
interview with
Okay. And once he said, "I've been
Toro.
waiting, I've been planning my
Oh,
whole
but
life
he was
to do
so
this
great in
movie."
this interview, and they show some of the clips, and it's no, I'm totally blanking out on the star. But there's the young guy that's
okay.
playing it that is getting all major press.
I've seen the clips.
Yeah, it
and,
looks.
And
I mean, it's heavy
Frankenstein
duty Frankenstein.
is just demonic. It's this giant
Yeah.
creature, like a Bigfoot sort
And
of
they
creature.
showed the body. They went into where they were shooting it, and they showed it. The body is like an actual human. What they made, all the Frankensteins we've seen, they don't really have major bodies, but these have real body parts. Like it's.
Okay.
And he said that he always had a crush on Mary Shelley. And she wrote
I do
that.
too.
She wrote that when she was 19.
I told you that.
Yeah.
We just talked about it on a recent show, and you don't remember. You just tuned me out.
I tuned you
okay.
out.
I told you. She wrote it on this kind of retreat with her
Yeah.
friends, you know.
Yeah.
They're
19
telling
years
ghost
old,
stories,
yeah.
and she told that
That's right, I
ghost story, and
remember you
then
told
she
me.
said, I'm going to write this.
Yeah. So I am
And I
down
told
to
you
see
that
this.
she couldn't sell it with her name on
Yeah,
it. Because they said nobody in that time will buy a book written by a woman about a monster.
So we have to see Frankenstein.
So we've completely
Yes,
flipped
I flipped
overnight.
totally.
Overnight,
I have to
we've
tell
flipped
Tom.
around.
I'm sorry I poo-pooed
So this
it.
this is not exactly young Frankenstein putting on the
No,
Ritz,
this
right?
is the real. This
is
this could be
real
a
deal.
scary one that maybe we never watch it again.
Because we saw Victor Frankenstein
That was
in
good,
Penny
too.
Dreadful.
That was
Do you remember?
great. Of course.
Okay, all right.
Penny Dreadful. I love
Penny
that.
Dreadful is really good.
Oh,
Whew.
that was a good series.
By the way, this episode, as I mentioned, is brought to you by ZipRecruiter. If you own a business, hiring can be so time-consuming. I've heard stories about employers waiting weeks, even months, for the right candidate to apply. Then you have to get in touch with said candidate, which can be a whole new ball of wax.
True.
Well, the future of hiring looks brighter because ZipRecruiter's latest tools and features help speed up finding the right people for your right roles. If you see a candidate you're really interested in, you can unlock their contact info instantly. Over 320,000 new resumes are added to ZipRecruiter monthly, 320K monthly.
Wow.
Which means you can reach more potential hires and fill roles so much sooner. Use ZipRecruiter, save time hiring. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
Wow.
And if you go to ZipRecruiter.com/my name's Skip, SKIP, right now you can try it for free.
That's pretty
Try
good.
it for free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/SKIP. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Which brings us to, this is Toby from Pittsburgh, PA.
East Coast.
One of my favorite, not quite, but
Oh, it's on the East Coast.
Pittsburgh's not on the East Coast.
Pennsylvania?
Well,
You wouldn't
Pittsburgh's
consider that
in-
it's not West Coast.
I
They're
know,
East
but
Coast time.
Philadelphia's East Coast, but Pittsburgh's more.
Well, Pittsburgh is still East Coast time.
I know that.
So it's
but
East
it's
Coast.
not East Coast.
Well,
It's still, I don't consider Pittsburgh on the
Anything
East
the
Coast.
same time zone as New York is
I
East
know,
Coast
but
to me.
to drive from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh's like 6 hours or
I've
something. You have to
driven
drive
to-
all the way across Pennsylvania.
I've gone there.
So have I, many
So
times.
it's East Coast.
I wouldn't think that.
Oh,
it is
it's
in the
LA time.
Eastern time zone. I
That's
give you that.
There you go.
Okay, Toby from Pittsburgh says, one of my favorite shows, Selling Sunset,
Oh yeah, no it will.
just returned. If you two were looking to move, would you want to be on the show? I think it would be amazing to see the
Sure.
two of you house hunt.
Yeah, and this would be the crux of us looking at a house. I would say, wow, it's got unbelievably 10 bedrooms. This is perfect. I'd like to live here. That's too big, don't you think?
What do
No.
we need 10 bedrooms for?
The
we have
bigger
we
the
have
better.
one daughter, Hazel.
I don't care.
okay?
The
It's just
larger the
us.
house, the better. I don't
Really?
care. Yeah, I want space.
Okay, but you're scared to death at night that somebody's going to break in.
No,
If you have, like
if I had a
20-room
giant
house,
house-
do you know how many windows are then
It
vulnerable
would be,
to
believe me,
burglary?
I would have it. It would be alarmed to the max. But I could have room for every single thing that I have. I could actually see all my handbags. I
would
could
have-
actually see all my shoes.
We would have 10 anyway, empty rooms. We
I
would
don't
just
care.
have empty
We'd
rooms.
use them for something.
How are we going to buy
You-
furniture for 20 rooms?
I don't care, but yours is, that is your thing. Too much space. Mine is not enough space.
I like this.
You like to be, that's why you get along with Hazel. Hazel likes to be confined.
Yeah.
I like a lot of space. I'd find something to do with it. So yes, bring it on.
Dream on.
We'll be on the show. It's like when I watch HGTV constantly, and when these people go look at houses, they say to the husband and wife, or the man and woman, or the partners, or whatever they are, so what's your wish list? I'd like to be in the city center. And then he goes, I'd like to be in the country. So, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
It's the same thing in
we
every
watch
show.
HGTV all the time.
We do.
I like it.
And
I
Lottery
watch
Dream
it.
House is on there. I love
I know.
Lottery Dream House. And
But-
it's
but
like they always have the opposites of where they're going to live. So how's the
think
real
it's-
estate person going to
I
get
know,
them a
but-
place in the city and
but
the
it's-
country at the same time?
Isn't it just staged and scripted?
Yes, it is, but I really like it. I love House Hunters International is my favorite because I love watching all these places they go to around the world. And then I love Lottery Dream House with David and all these people that won the lotteries and then they go to get the houses. But now they're running out of people who win lotteries, so now it's like, well, did you inherit money? It kind of it's a little different now. But
At the
it's
end
fun.
of every episode, they have the big reveal.
Right, that's fun.
And which house do you choose
they
of
all
these
know
four?
what-
And
yeah.
they say, the one on Poppycock
right,
Lane.
Right. Well, in the beginning, I used to love it with Joanna Gaines when it first started. You know, that was the first original, and then
But that's where they're rebuilding the house, right?
Well, that was but they would they would show at the end. They would pull her and her husband would pull the things that have the
okay.
house behind the big, screens that look like the house. It was good.
We could do that. We'd be good. We'd go
All
off
right,
script.
we'll do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, we've only bought one place, this place, together,
Yeah.
right?
No. Yeah. This is it.
Okay. Well, give me credit.
Oh, here we
I
go.
chose by myself an apartment in New York that you wound up liking, correct?
Yeah, but I wasn't living in that apartment at that time.
But you liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was I love that apartment.
Building,
great
neighborhood,
location.
perfect.
Perfect.
54th and 8th.
Yeah.
Right?
I wish I had that now.
22C.
Yeah.
It's a great
it was
place.
great. Right
And
next to Studio 54.
Then, when we came to LA, I chose, I
did, you
literally
found
found
this
it on the
place.
internet in this sort
Neck
of
of the woods.
Yeah, we're in our gated community. I found another place that's a little bigger than this one that we rented for a while, and then we bought this
I
one.
like that one too.
Yeah, and you chose this one, and now you don't like it. But
You make things up all the
No, I
time, but
don't.
it's okay. I don't even debate you on that because you're going to live in your own world.
this is Curtis from Quincy, Mass. The new Wicked is about to be released in theaters.
Oh God,
Say
no.
you saw a play on Broadway. Would you also want to see the film adaptation, or just think it would ruin the play? Well,
So
Okay.
far, the Wicked thing, I cannot take the Wicked thing. I've seen The Wiz on Broadway, and I've seen Wicked on Broadway,
yeah.
the original with Mendel and Kristen
Mm-hmm.
Chenoweth. But I can't take all the remakes of this.
Okay.
So I'm out on that one. There have been some good.
What do you like? You don't like anything.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not the naysayer. You're the naysayer. You
okay.
forgot who's what here. They did Doubt on Broadway.
Doubt.
Jack
Made a
Lemmon,
movie,
and
and
they
it was
made the
pretty
movie, and it was
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
What else? There's some other plays that were made
Okay.
into movies.
Here's where I leap off this train.
Grease.
Grease.
Grease was a movie. Then they made the play.
They did. They went the other way.
Right.
Okay, so as silly as you might think this is, we saw Mamma Mia on Broadway
that was
together,
great.
and we like ABBA.
It was
We
great.
like all the songs.
ABBA.
It's a little poppy, but it's very clever poppy,
it was-
and those two can belt.
It was one of the
Those
best.
two women who sing. I know the guys chime in occasionally, but hey, the original Mamma Mia on Broadway,
Winter Garden
Winter
Theater,
Garden,
which is they're coming back with it.
it is.
That was
It was so
incredible.
good. It was so high spirited.
Yeah.
It just moves.
Everybody in
and
the-
remember,
in the-
we
they
were
were
sitting
dancing.
literally behind the orchestra.
Yeah.
We had
And
orchestra seats.
everybody got
and they're
up and
actually playing the
dancing.
music,
Yeah.
and they dance and they sing, and they have
Everybody's
such a
up
good time, and
in
the
the
songs are so
aisles.
good, and the plot line fits all the
Oh,
songs.
it is great. So then
Okay.
we liked it so much, we went back a second time. I bought the tickets as
We didn't
for
like
your
the
birthday or
cast
something,
as much.
and it was like a high school play. It was
Yeah,
horrible. We
okay.
left.
But-
Remember,
but
we
the
walked
point
out.
was-
I think you were sick also.
I was sick.
Yeah.
But the point was, then they say, this is such a long-running hit show on Broadway.
Right.
One of the longest running
Right.
ever. Let's make a movie, and let's put a bunch of actors in as the men and
Well-known
women.
actors
Yes.
because they want to
and
get
it's,
the draw.
It's like
Meryl
Meryl
Streep,
Streep and Pierce Brosnan.
Brosnan, Colin Firth,
yeah. And here's the problem.
Dominic Cooper.
Yeah, Dominic Cooper was the
He was the boyfriend of the girl they were
yeah.
going to get married.
And
what's her name?
Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah. Okay.
She was in it.
And here's the problem. they can't really
No,
sing.
it was bad.
Okay, they sing okay.
Meryl can
sing a little bit, but not great. And you're trying to recreate a Broadway play with people who can really sing, and you're singing songs from a group who can really sing.
Right, I mean, they're incredible.
And you can't do it justice. And then they play it kind of campy, silly,
Oh, it was
goofy,
so stupid. It was bad.
fraudulent.
Movie.
You know, it was just bad.
movie.
And we're like, we went in New York.
Yeah.
We went to the classic.
What? To the Winter Garden Theater?
No,
What are you talking
where we saw the movie at down the
about?
block.
Oh, the Ziegfeld.
Ziegfeld. I couldn't
Yeah,
think
the
of
Ziegfeld on 54th. It's
Ziegfeld
not
Follies.
anymore. They
yeah.
closed that
They
down.
closed it down, but it was a
the
great
best theater.
And we go on a Saturday afternoon.
It
We're
was
so
huge.
excited, and then it just gut punches
No, it
you
was-
because it's so bad. So those need to be left
Yeah.
alone, please,
Leave 'em alone.
right?
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. And by the way, you mentioned Kristen Chenoweth. We read the other day that she and Jamie Lee Curtis had big issues on the internet where they got romped and stomped by people for their takes on Charlie Kirk, I think
Yeah.
it was. And again, this is my 2 cents. I say this all the time because I live in that world. Whatever you say, whatever you believe, just live with it, because you're reacting, and I think overreacting, to probably like 6 or 8 people on the internet that you take to heart. You see 6 or 8 comments and you think it's an avalanche of comments.
right.
It really only takes 2 or 3. You sometimes fall into that trap.
What about when you read, it's not just the 2 or 3, and it's, you know, it's hit the media, that now the media has taken this and they've blown it out. You know what I mean?
Screw them.
Well, yeah.
Just say what you believe, or don't say anything. You know, just own it and live by it. But I guess Kristen Chenoweth, I don't know. You know the background. She's
I've
big
worked with her a couple of times. She's very sweet.
Yeah.
She's one of the
okay.
nicest people.
Okay, I got it. But fragile, I'd say. Okay, so she's appealing to one segment of the population, and then she feels like, oh my God, I offended them because I said I appreciated some things about this guy who got shot and killed, right?
Murdered, yeah.
Murdered, assassinated,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, so just rise above. You're Kristen Chenoweth. You're especially, now I'm going to go up a level. You're Jamie Lee Curtis, and you care what the internet says?
I don't know. I think it's the world. They make this world of this craziness that they make you feel, whoever they is, that you're wrong for everything that you say. According to who? Who's writing the rights and wrongs of what can be said and not?
I know, but I tell you about this show that occasionally you sort of accidentally start seeing some comments, and you're like, oh my God. They're really upset at us.
Just people are rude. People are horrible.
They're horrible.
I mean,
And?
but it's not even about the show. It's more taking shots at me. I'm thin. You look alike. You know, I'm so tired of
live with
hearing
it.
that. Like, be original. I mean, come up with
Well,
something
don't
new.
kill the messengers. Just ignore the messengers.
Yeah, I'm giving it up. I have given it up.
Ridiculous. And we end with Taylor, Taylor, from Laredo, Texas. I love Laredo, Texas. I've been there several times.
You've been there.
Seeing the two of you, quote unquote, argue over Yankees and Dodgers feels like a bridge too far for me. Is there a moment when you turn to each other and go, why are we even arguing about this?
Oh, I don't take it that heavy, believe me.
She doesn't take Yankees, Dodgers.
I don't
Congratulations
really
to
care.
the Dodgers. She
Yes,
did watch Game 7.
congratulations
She
to the
watched
Dodgers.
most of Game 7
Listen,
with
I
me,
would
and
have
she
rather had
enjoyed
my
it.
Yankees in
That
there,
is true.
but I gave it up and said that was a good game.
She was rooting for Toronto versus the Dodgers. She was.
I was rooting
And I was rooting
yeah.
for our home team, the Dodgers.
He was the Dodger that night, but I don't take all of that stuff seriously.
Okay, but to Taylor's point about why are we even arguing about this, that is the classic response if I used my 24-hour rule in fights with you,
Yeah.
where the morning after I try to remember, now what caused that?
Well,
I don't really remember what it was. Well, there's the
Well, that's
point.
most
If I
of it.
can't remember it, then why did it happen?
Well, my mother would always say, if I called my mother and I had a fight with you, my mother would say, do you know how stupid this is, what you're fighting about? Like, it doesn't make any, it's pointless, she would say. This is not even worth fighting about. So, my mother was always right.
Thank you, Mom.
She was always right.
She's always right, and she's always with you.
And she's right now.
I didn't even introduce what episode this was. It's
was
episode
it?
47,
Oh, wow.
as in
47?
round
Wow.
47, Skip versus Ernestine. And we will see you next week
We will.
if, in fact, we're still speaking
We're still
about
talking,
some
please.
silly argument that
Peace
we had.
out. Stay well. God bless.